So, according to Media Matters, Elon Musk is a hateful bigot and wants to turn Twitter into an anti-trans, right-wing. I don't know what it is. Let's find out what they're talking about. So, I found an article on Media Matters, and the headline caught my attention because it says, "Emboldened by Musk's Twitter takeover, anti-trans figures are celebrating by breaking the platform's rules on hateful conduct." Well, that sounds awful. Let's dig into this and see what Musk is doing about this now that he's taken over. Musk's history of anti-trans rhetoric is already driving right-wing bigots to break rules on misgendering. Many are not facing repercussions. Oh, geez, that sounds awful. Anti-trans rhetoric? Right-wing bigots? Not facing repercussions for breaking the law? Well, listen, if you're breaking rules, you better get your repercussions. This is not the Wild West here. I don't think anybody wants any of that. So, after news broke that Elon Musk plans to purchase Twitter, anti-trans figures celebrated by wantonly breaking the platform's rules against misgendering and begging the billionaire to bring back accounts suspended for anti-trans hate. Despite their reactions, Musk's purchase will take months to finalize, and Twitter's rules against misgendering and dead-naming remain in effect. Oh my gosh. Well, according to this, there's a mob of anti-trans people just breaking all the rules and anti-trans hate. Listen, man, trans people, they have it rough. They face pressure from all kinds of stuff, sometimes even their own families, and there's no reason to hate on these people. I am not in favor of anti-trans hate. You shouldn't hate anyone. This is not right. It goes on to say, the adulation is rooted partly in the fact that Musk has a long history of expressing animus towards trans people and making phony appeals for free speech. But it's also related to the possibility that Musk's purchase of Twitter was partly inspired by a desire to restore the right-wing parody site, the Babylon Bee, after it was suspended for harassing a transgender government official. Harassing? Listen, there's never room for harassing people. That is not called for at all. And trans making phony appeals for free speech. I don't know what that means. We might have to dig into that later. Either you make an appeal for free speech or not. That's worded weird. I don't know what phony appeals means, but that's okay. We'll get back to that. Immediately following the announcement of Musk's pending purchase, right-wing figures took to Twitter to celebrate what they assumed would be their newfound ability to further target trans people with hateful rhetoric. Okay, stop. Listen, I don't think anyone should be allowed to be hateful to trans people or anybody else. You don't want to be hateful. Being hateful is just mean. Many invoked the attacks on Rachel Levine that have resulted in the high-profile suspension of accounts from the Babylon Bee and the Christian Post. Now, Rachel Levine, I think she's a director of health or something like that with the health department, assistant, something in the health department. But worse still, Twitter appears to already be caving to pressure from right-wing outlets by refusing to enforce its content policies on misgendering, allowing verified accounts with sizable followings to break the rules without repercussions. Here are just a few examples of tweets breaking the platform's rules, which were still on Twitter as of May 4th, 9 a.m. Oh my God, they're still on there. All right, what do we got here? Right-wing columnist Larry Taunton. Rachel Levine is a man, not a woman. A man in drag with a woman's name. An effing man. I can say the truth now. In the Daily Wire, Culture reporter Megan Basham, she says, quote, Rachel Levine is a man and God bless the Babylon Bee. Blaze TV, Sarah Gonzalez, Rachel Levine is a man. Conservative YouTuber Beheezy tweeted a picture of Levine, adding, quote, can we all finally agree that this is a man? Right-wing radio host, a Twitter experiment, Rachel Levine is a man. Wait a minute. Wait, is that what this whole thing is about? Rachel Levine is a man. That's not hateful. This isn't bigoted rhetoric or any of this nonsense. What were they getting all worked up about? Rachel Levine is a man. I mean, is that what this is all about? These people are getting all worked up over nothing. Rachel Levine, until quite recently, was just a man. It's just a guy who put on a dress. Oh, media matters. You got me again. These people aren't hateful. There's no anti-trans hate. This is just people saying the truth. Is that what gets you guys all worked up? People saying the truth? Media matters. You tricked me again. You see, what Media Matters and other outlets like this, other news sources, they want you to believe it's just not true. There's a word for this. It's called gaslighting. And you've heard it described as, I'm going to tell you something completely and utterly ridiculous, and you have to believe me. Don't trust your own lying eyes. Listen, this is a man. You can dress it up in whatever you want. It's still a man. Always going to be a man. It's never going to be a woman. And when you get all these diversity hires, where we should hire women, you women can't even get those anymore, because all the loser, degenerate, pervert men are even taking your jobs now. So, Media Matters, if you're getting upset because people are saying the truth and freaking out about it, you guys are the one with problems. Everybody else seems to be getting it dead on. So if you like these little breakdowns of truth in media, why don't you give me $1? Nah, just kidding. Just hit that subscribe button, then go away. I'll see you tomorrow.